Hello, so we are back with another Highlander video. So we've got some exciting news. Chad Stahelski was recently at a red carpet event last night or the night before, and during the course of the event he was asked about Highlander, what he's working on at the minute. And in that interview, brief interview, he confirmed that they have just wrapped principal photography, and then went on to say it's going to be an epic, and we can look forward to it probably at the end of next year, the end of 2027. Exciting news, and it's nice to finally have a definitive word on the matter, because of course Henry Cavill's been back in the UK around 2 weeks now. He was at Ascot, and during the course of that he was asked about Highlander, just came off the long shoot for that, but there was a bit of a question mark next to that, because there was some rumblings about filming that was supposed to take place in Hong Kong, following on what they'd done in Poland. Now, obviously, we don't know what we don't know. Filming may well have been done. Plans may have changed. Who knows? But we finally have the definitive word on the matter from Chad Stahelski that they've wrapped principal photography. Exciting news. And I think we should all take a moment to just appreciate where we are. Like, this is a project that's been on our wish list. We've all been chomping at the bit for well over a decade. Should we say 15 years? Well on the way towards 2 decades, maybe. Because I think even back in, was it 2008, they'd been talking about it. Been through so many incarnations. Obviously, it's finally settled on this, and thank goodness. A guy like Chad Stahelski at the helm, and having Henry Cavill in the role of Connor, and then the cast that they've assembled around him, obviously Russell Crowe, Jeremy Irons and Dave Bautista, And then obviously you've got the likes of... I'm still so excited to see what Max Jan is going to do, or Jiang Jin is going to do in this. But yeah, we finally have a definitive update. Principal photography's wrapped. Again, we can expect to see something truly special, and looking towards the end of 2027. Now, I'll hold my hands up. I was thinking they might push this as one of the big summer releases next year, but if they're looking to the end of 2027, why not? Obviously we don't know when. Could be, October, November, December, one of those. I mean, it would be a wonderful Christmas present. Like, the idea of going to the cinema on Christmas Eve to see Highlander. Imagine that. I mean, obviously, probably not. But imagine even, say they did like a release at the end of October, early November. And then, boom, Christmas Day, Amazon Prime. Big Christmas Day release on Amazon Prime of Highlander. Again, it when you think about it like that, it works quite nice. It's good. It's very good. But I'm honestly want to take a moment, take this all in. But there was a broader thing I wanted to talk about. I mean, you might say that the road to Highlander started back in January when we got the official announcement. Yeah, absolutely. But then, of course, now that we know it's in the can, obviously we've got, when the inevitable marketing campaign begins, when we get like the first poster, teaser, official trailer. Of course, sometimes you get those first look articles, whether it's Entertainment Weekly or Vanity Fair, Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, any of those outlets. Sometimes that's the way it goes, isn't it? You get the article, get the poster, get the trailer. When all that good stuff starts, and hopefully it won't be too far away, maybe before the end of the year we'll get something. But there's a couple of other things I want to talk about Highlander related, because we've got a few exciting things to tide us over until we get the film. So, what I've got to talk about, what I want to start with, this is something that's been available for some time. I've only just decided to get my hands on it because I wanted to. I've kind of made the decision now. I want to start my hype on the build up. I mean, it's a bold move, you know. I'm talking like we're July of 2026, and then it's gonna run and run till what, the end of 27. It's all right. We can keep it going, but it's all right. So I wanted to start with this. Jonathan Melville, the making of Highlander. This it's something I've known about for a while, but I finally pulled the trigger and bought it. I've started reading it a bit. I'm in the middle of reading Alan Rickman's book, his diaries. I'm coming to the end of that, so when I've finished that, I'll be able to delve deeper into this. I've got through like the opening chapter, and again already there's some real interesting stuff in here. Yeah, so already I'm hooked. So we've got this now. Off the back of this, Jonathan Melville is also releasing a new Highlander book. I don't know whether it's like an updated version, but it's an updated one in a sense. But it's also it's a totally different. This one's going to be like a big coffee table book, from what I understand. Beautiful. So that comes out in September. So basically, by the time I finish this, be able to move straight into that. So yeah, so Jonathan Melville's book, and then the new one he's got coming out in September. Brilliant. Also book-wise, at the end of this month, at the end of July, the novelisation of Highlander is being... I won't say released, I'll say re-released, because I know they've already done the novelisation. That's been available for some time, but this is obviously a new edition. Maybe it's a revised edition. I'm not 100% sure. And again, I have reason to believe it's probably a novelisation of the original 86 film rather than a novelisation. I mean, it would be incredible if it was based on the new film. But that comes out at the end of this month. So as far as reading materials go, got this. We've got the novelisation of Highlander coming at the end of the month, and then in September we've got the new Jonathan Melville book. So there's a lot of reading materials. Also, next year, I think it is available for pre-order already on Amazon, I think. Gregory Wyden, the writer of the original 86 films, he's partnered with, I think it's Dark Horse, to create this graphic novel that's based on Gregory Wyden's original screenplay. They've shown some artwork for it, so it's kind of what they've done. They've done a blend. Like, they've took visuals and aesthetics from the 86 film, i.e. Connor looks like Chris Lambert, Kurgan looks like Clancy Brown, Ramirez looks like Sean Connery. And they've used those aesthetics and character designs to bring to life Gregory Wyden's original script in panel form. That comes out next year. That's going to be something very, very exciting, and yet another piece of reading material while we count down to the film. Also, I wanted to take some time. I'm late to the party on this, so I do apologise, but we've recently had a beautiful, beautiful 4K box set release for the 40th anniversary of Highlander. We are in the 40th year of the original film. And we've had anniversary releases before. And we had a 4K release, was it last year? But this is the official 40th anniversary release. So let's talk about it. We've got it here. I've disassembled it for ease. So let's start. We've got this gorgeous, gorgeous sleeve. And we've got a glorious, glorious artwork. We've got obviously the Kurgan with his Black Knight armour, Ramirez, Connor. And I've got, again, that glorious title design. Always loved the design on the N in the Highlander title. And then obviously on the back you get like a synopsis and a breakdown of the various features. So just to confirm, there is a 4K disc in here and there is a standard Blu-ray disc here as well. It is, as you might expect, the 4K disc is region free. However, it does seem that the standard Blu-ray is region B specific. So we've got the gorgeous sleeve that comes with it, and then we've actually got this gorgeous box that it all fits into, and again we've got the artwork carried over there, and then on the back we've got There Can Be Only One. Brilliant sturdy box, great quality stuff. Then we get the actual disc case, and it's lovely. Got Connor on the one side, great shot of Chris Lambert. And then we've got Clancy Brown's Kurgan on the other side. Brilliant stuff. And then we get the two discs. Just line them up for the sake of there we go. So we've got our 4K disc and our standard Blu-ray disc. Excellent stuff. And even just completeness, wanting to give you the full view of what we've got artwork behind the discs as well, because sometimes that's where they often drop the ball, but it's the little details that can make the world of difference. Got obviously a shot from the final battle at the end. Great stuff. So that's our discs, but that is just the tip of the iceberg, because they've packed this. Instantly I was aware of the tremendous, there's some real weight in this set. It's heavy. So we've got posters, and what I really appreciate, some labels just do a double-sided poster. What we've got here, we've got two posters that are single-sided, so that's basically translates to, if you want to put both of these up on the wall, you can. So what they've done, they've got that glorious new artwork in full poster form, which is beautiful. And again, single-sided, so you can put that one up no problem without missing out on anything on the back. And then brilliant move of including the wonderful European poster. Always remember Gregory Wyden talking in an interview how he always loved this poster, and he was always a bit miffed that they didn't really use this in America. They had that other one of just that shot of Christopher Lambert, the black and white staring at the camera. What is that? Whereas this, again, it's glorious in its design. So glad we've got that as well. And again, single-sided, so you can put these up side by side if you are so inclined. And then we get a wealth. We've talked about reading materials. We get even more here. We get 3 booklets. We got this initial one, The Art and Making of Highlander. So this is a flavour of basically what Jonathan Melville has been on at. Exclusive mini book, but again you get the repetition, that gorgeous artwork there. But again, real cool booklet, about 30 odd pages, and it's just basically, this is kind of like a preview of the Jonathan Melville book that's coming out in September. But again, just there was something I really wanted to spot, rather than going through the whole booklets, because I know it can be bad form sometimes, but just wanted to show a real highlight. First time I'd seen this artwork, but I just wanted to showcase it here. Absolutely beautiful artwork of Ramirez. What a gorgeous piece of art. So that's the first book that we get here, and then we get another 2. We've got the collector's edition booklet, with again the artwork carried over, and we get the quote on the back: "Better to burn out than fade away." And again, just these are, I mean, look, there's a fair bit there, guys. But again, wanted to just show another little bit that leapt out at me. Just, there's some real great stuff in here, but look at this photo of Chris Lambert. I hadn't seen that shot before, but really love that shot. And again, the quality of it as well. Yeah, I mean, this is practically 100 pages. So I've got this one that's about 100. That one's about 30 pages. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we get one more booklet here, which is From Script to Screen, In Search of Lost Scenes and Forgotten Immortals. Now, I'm so glad that they've done this, because I always remember they had this really great podcast. It's a long time ago now, but some of you may remember it, Radiodrome. Josh Hadley was the host for a time. You had Brad Jones on there. You had Alex Jowski. It had some real great people on there, and they had always had some really great discussions. But one of the most memorable episodes for me, they did a full Highlander retrospective, and they went through the whole, well, for better or worse, they went through all the films. But one of the things they were talking about in reference to the original 86 film, there was a lot of deleted scenes, but they were lost. Yeah, there was a huge warehouse fire, and literally all of that footage went up in smoke. But yeah, Forgotten Immortals. I mean, there's some stills that still exist. Young Dol Kim, an immortal that the Kurgan confronts in. And Kurgan had a whole other scene with this immortal, and from what I understand, this guy, was he working as a security guard in some office building or something? And I'm going off memory, and there's still, I think he had like two swords, like dual wield. But again, just a flavour of stuff that was shot that never made the final cut, and now it's all gone. So wonderful that we've got this here. And again, just it'll highlight. I just flicking through this. I came across this amazing shot of Clancy Brown, black and white shot in the alleyway after he's just killed Castigator. Yeah, what a great shot. But again, another beautiful book. And let's have a look. Again, this, much like the other one, best part of 100 pages. So, I mean, this was what, £40? Yeah, absolutely worth it. This is what you want from collector's editions. They've done an incredible job. Brilliant job from it is Studio Canal, yeah. Great stuff. And just again, another thing just to carry us over. We're getting some great stuff for Highlander. Obviously it's the 40th year, and then we're on the run up to the new film, and the merchandise I'm excited for, just as we get closer and closer, and then obviously when the marketing starts and ramps up, there's just so much to look forward to. But for this new Highlander, I want to get everything. I really do. So obviously when it hits Blu-ray, I'm hoping they'll do a gorgeous steelbook. Get that. Soundtrack releases, of course. T-shirts, obviously we'll have a look, and then I've got one or two hot toys. I haven't gone down the rabbit hole. I mean, there's so many incredible pieces, but hey, if we get a Hot Toys Henry Cavill Connor McLeod, I gotta pull the trigger on it. But just so incredibly excited. Because obviously for a long time Highlander's just been, it's always been niche. And again, it's been, we'll put it kindly and say it's been in hibernation for years. Nearly 2 decades. I mean, after Highlander the Source practically killed the franchise back, it was at 2007. But how exciting, you know? Like, I just rewind back to what a brilliant day that was at the end of January. I couldn't believe it. I was like I've told the story in previous videos, but I was on my way home on the train, and it just, well, initially there was that thing on X. Someone had out and about in London posted, "Oh, they're prepping for Highlander filming tonight," and then obviously in classic fashion, it's like, well, that's what I've heard. Don't quote me. So I was like, oh right, probably nothing. And then no sooner do I say it's probably nothing, oh, Henry Cavill's posted on Instagram official first look at Highlander, and it's like, oh, it's real. It's real. And then obviously just some of the glorious photos that have come. I mean, obviously, you know, behind the scenes, unofficial photos. And then obviously just it's still to this day that bit of filming that someone got at is it Eileen Dornan or Eileen Dornan? Sorry, some Highlander fan. I'm sorry. But that gorgeous shot. It was late at night and them going along the bridge and they got the torches burning. What an incredible bit of footage that was. But it's in the can. It's just a case of piecing it all together. I can't believe it. Because again, we just thought at one point this was never going to happen. And then obviously when the unthinkable happened last year, Henry Cavill's injured, that threw everything up in the air. And again, just shows what a trooper Cavill is, because he was training like a try saying that 3 times in a row real fast. Training like a Trojan to get back ready for this. And good God, well done. Bravo to everyone involved. And again, I just like to also talk about that little moment as well. Specifically in Poland, there's been quite a few notable fan interactions that have, been posted about online. And just the tremendous, Henry Cavill just continues to impress. A consistently class act. Just the way he's been interacting with the fans that he's met while over there, and just what a great ambassador he is. You know what I mean? He's doing again. The film isn't even due to be released yet, but what great promotion for it right off the bat. You know what I mean? It's brilliant. What a guy. And we're just honestly, when we start getting trailers and posters and first look images, it's just chomping at the bit. Now, here's the thing. Look, I mean, I love the original '86 film. I mean, I forked out £40 for the 4K anniversary Blu-ray. You'd hope that I liked it. But it's janky. It absolutely is. I mean, obviously Russell Mulcahy was a music video director primarily, and Highlander has a lot of music video sensibilities. I mean, the argument could well be made that film is a feature-length Queen music video. That's not a bad thing. But I always loved Highlander 3. I really love The Final Dimension. And again, but it's schlock, it is. But I really do believe, and again, this might rub people the wrong way, and I am sorry, but with all the goodwill in the world, I think this new film, this could become the definitive Highlander film. Obviously, it's one of these perfect candidates for a remake, because obviously you have a really brilliant concept there, but obviously the original film's janky. Even though we all love it, it's got a lot of heart to it and a lot of creativity going on. But then obviously what we've got over the years since, the sequels have been, well, or even, I love Highlander 3, but a lot of people don't, and a lot of people, I don't like. I love Highlander 2 for its outlandishness. I got the special edition Highlander 2 that was released in Japan on Blu-ray. That's a gorgeous set. I love that. But Highlander Endgame, I despise. Highlander the Source is even worse. I really don't care for the series. I have no interest in the Duncan MacLeod character. For me, Connor's always been my guy. But yeah, I can honestly say I have hope that this might be the definitive Highlander film, and I think it's going to do. I think having the people that it's got involved with it, I think it's going to do a great job of doing justice to the original fans, giving us what we want. But I think there'll be an accessibility that, what, obviously we've had so many horror stories over the years and they're saying, oh, well, we want to find a new audience, and you kind of left the original guys in the dust, and you're like, oh, thanks for that. And you've ended up pleasing no one. Whereas I think this is going to be one where it actually gets it. And that is a rare thing. But I have a lot of hope and optimism for this. I think this can please everybody. As far as, that's... I mean, you're never going to please everybody, but yeah, I think this is really going to be something special. But that's where we are. Obviously, yeah, I mean, Cavill was back, about mid-June? He got back to the UK, so maybe there might have been a bit of additional filming that Chad Stahelski had done after that, just to fill in the blanks, but now we've had it definitively from Chad Stahelski. Yep, principal photography is wrapped, and get ready for the end of 2027. So, that brings us to a close. Thank you for listening to me talk about it. I'll put a link to the interview in the description. You can hear it for yourself. It's not a great interview. It's one of those typical red carpet, where you can tell that the interviewer doesn't really know. But it's fine. It's about 1:20 to 1:30, so it's short. But yeah, I'll post it just for reference. You can go check it out. And again, let's get excited. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Again, hey, if you think about indulging in some of these things along the way, I hope you enjoy them. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.